Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie, and I'm here to do the monthly reading for the month of March 2019 with a sign of Aries. This is a general public reading, and it may or may not resonate with you. Before we begin, let's burning the beautiful, sparkling cranberry from intuitivecandles.com. It smells like black cherries. That's what it reminds me of. I love it. I'll probably be doing a reveal at some point tonight because I'm starting to see my reveal is beginning to show through the wax that's melted. So I'm looking forward to see what the reveal is going to be this evening for me. These are 100% soy-based candles that are all handcrafted right here in New Brunswick. It's all local. And as I said, 100% soy. They don't burn black. They're a double wick candle. They have every scent under the rainbow. If you purchase an order right now, you get 10% off if you use the promo code VOFF10. Go to intuitivecandles.com. Okay, so let's get your shuffle up here, Aries. And how do you like my new sexy feather? Let's come all the way from White Horse, right off the forest floors, right off the ground. Mother Earth. Beautiful, I would say, is a juvenile eagle feather. So I'm very grateful to have that all the way from there. Wonderful. Anybody that's new, this is a 5-card spread. First card, your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card, your hearth, your home, intimate love. Your fourth card are challenges, should there be any. And your fifth card is your message from Spirit. All readings for the month of March are being dedicated as well to a whale that has been in captivity for 48 years. They have found her pod. They want her returned, and she's living in inhumane conditions for a whale. An enclosure that's way too small for her. She's an orca, if I'm not mistaken. Her name is Dokate. That's her real name. They have a stage name for the people that have her. They are doing tricks. She's at one of these, marine places. They're trying to get her home. We're raising awareness for Dokate. It bothers me. I think about her all the time. It just bothers me so bad. Put in a small enclosure, way too small, and the water's chlorinated, by the way. She must not feel well. I think that would kill them or something, but if you type in Tukate in Google, it'll come up. Or, Tukate whale in captivity for 48 years kind of thing. Everything will come up on her. Okay, one more run through, and I'm going to cut the deck. One more run. What is going on for Aries? What is going on? I'll consult with Lilith, my pendulum. Let's see if she agrees that these are your cards. Lilith, as this deck stands at the top 5 cards, the cards are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Aries for the month of March 2019. Bit of a better swing, please. Are these the cards that are meant for the Aries general reading for March 2019? For some reason, I keep hearing 2017 in my head, and I have no idea why. Okay, thank you. Good enough. That's good for me. Okay. Very first card. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Three of Swords. The Heartbreak card of tarot. That is not good. Card number 2, your wealth and finances. The High Priest. Wisdom. Card number 3, your home, your hearth, your intimate love. 6 of Cups, reflection. Card number 4, your challenges. 8 of Pentacles, achievement. And the final card, card number 5, your message from Spirit. Oh, thank you. My favorite card of the whole deck, the Magician. All about the powers of manifesting. Love him. He's my number 1 guy. So here's your spread for March. Very interesting. I've got no backlights right now. The batteries are recharging. That pissed me off. I'm fussy. I like my lights. Very first card, Aries. Somebody's suffering some kind of a loss. And it isn't just like an overnight loss where you get out, you deal with it, you get over it, you move on the next day kind of thing. This is a loss that weighs heavy on your mind. In here, this could be the loss of a relationship, the loss of a friendship, the loss of a job that you really, really, really loved. And it being swords, it's all about up here, what's going through your head. You may get asked that a few times. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Tell me where your head is. That's what I'm hearing for you. The keywords for this card are heartbreak and sorrow, and betrayal and loss, affairs of the heart, breakup and tears. The advice of the card, you need, and I've always believed this, that you need to, when you're hurting really, really, really bad, you can't ignore it, can't slam it down. Accept it, allow yourself to feel the pain, go through that grieving process, get angry, get mad, cry, feel sorry for yourself. Just don't get stuck in those places. Go through the motions, acknowledge what you're feeling, what you're going through, and then try to pick the pieces up and to move on is the best thing. You need to just see the truth for what it is. This has happened for a reason. You need to know that. Whoever this applies to, whatever it is you're going through, it's happened for a reason. This is a card of transitions. Changes maybe that you hadn't invited into your life, but, seem to be taking place. But this is also a card of healing, strength. Dealing with what you're going through. Accepting the truth of it so you can deal with the truth and you can move on. But you will process this. You are going to process it. May not feel so at the moment for those of you going through, a loss like this. It's a significant loss to you. Whoever this is meant for. It's very, very significant. But you need to face it. It does bring not just an overnight, it happens suddenly. Whatever it is, it's pretty sudden. You just didn't see this coming. And there's a lot of shock involved. But this happening is bringing about a transient change. As I said, you will process and you will heal from this. Many lessons being learned. Many, many lessons being learned. But one thing, for those of you going through some kind of a, you're in post-breakup mode, and it's still fresh for you. You're going to know the truth of a situation, the truth of a person, the real truth, the raw truth. The sooner you know this, the quicker you can work through it to get past it, because you will get past it. A feeling stress over this situation causing almost physical symptoms. Your body reacting to the stress that you're under. That's not good. headaches, stomach aches, this sort of a thing. I keep hearing long lessons learned from whatever it is you're going through. For whoever this applies to, thank goodness it's a general reading. That's all I can say, because that is one of the worst cards that could be pulled. It doesn't bode well, but it does show transient changes, changes that are inevitable. You really don't have any say, and the healing. You process it, handle and deal with the truth. Some will admire you for being so strong, and you go on. And every day gets a little bit easier. People can still shock you. Even at my age, people can shock the hell out of me. They shock the socks right off me, as they say. And just when I think I've seen it all, universe comes along and just says, yeah, you think so, do you? I think you're so smart. And will, show me things that, I don't know, in my mind, I feel I could have done without. Thank you very much. I don't need to know that, and I don't need to see that. But now we have here, and I would say wealth is more than just money and transactions and bank accounts. Wealth is your life overall. This is the high priest. He is the teacher of tarot, of the esoteric. He's the head teacher. He's all about, he's the wisest one of them all, because he stands in the portal between the world of human man and the other world, the other dimension, which is known by very, very many names. But there's a portal. He's got one foot in each world. So he's a very wise man. And he's here to help you if you want the help, and to use your wisdom. For some of you, tradition becomes important when this card shows up. I'm hearing doing things the right way and getting it done right the first time. I'm also hearing, because that's just the way we've always done this, whatever this is. Maybe it's, if it's money related, maybe it's putting money away for your children's education, that every parent within the family unit does this. They put money away. It's one of the first things they do. They start a savings account for their child's future. It could be something as simple as that. This card does predict, though, that you are going to have some time to yourself. And the time that you have to yourself is exclusive. And this is the time you take to relax and to free up your mind, your body, your soul. It could be a small vacation there for somebody. Could be a spa day, anything like that. But you're just going and you're floating off somewhere else to your happy place. We'll put it that way. This card also represents the unity of two people coming together as one, which eventually is going to lead to a marriage of some kind. There could be somebody out there where one of you wants to do traditional thing and the other one does not at all. They want nothing to do with the religious traditional concept of something or the act of something. It's creating a bit of a sore point between two people. The advice of the card is to listen to your own inner wisdom, because it will, if you listen, some of you will get the message of following some kind of new path. You could be taking a course in the esoteric. You're looking for a teacher in the esoteric. You could be taking just school classes, courses, upgrades, skill building, this sort of a thing. But you are on the right path. Your belief grows stronger because of him. Stronger in your own inner power. Stronger in the belief of something bigger than you, greater than you. You find yourself leaning more and more and more and more. For those of you that are just dabbling in it, you'll be leaning more towards it. You'll be seeing things you couldn't believe. And it's the small things that make the biggest impact. Somebody needs to learn how to manifest. I'm getting that. I heard it 3 times. All right, all right. That's what I said. Okay, I heard you. But somebody needs to learn to manifest. Use the law of attraction, The Secret. There's all kinds of stuff of that online. Just type it in, The Secret. Type in the law of attraction. Either one takes you to those places where you learn how to manifest and use your own inner power that everybody, it's God-given power. It is. Not everybody utilizes it. Not everybody knows. Not everybody wants to, even if they know. So it's different for everybody. But you become a person and a spirit of the light. And you live in the light, you walk in the light. It is not dark magic. It's none of those things. I resent that when I hear people, oh, you're dabbling with dark magic. And no, I'm a light worker. I've become comfortable. I've been called that a lot, and I've become comfortable with the term, with the title, and I say it quite matter of factly. I'm not. That's the last thing I do is dabble in the dark stuff. I'm all about light and love, and just doing my small human part for the world, trying to bring some hope, maybe some peace, a little bit, one person at a time. That's what I do. I'm a light worker, and there's thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of us out there. No, we don't even begin to equal the others on the other side of that. But we may be small in numbers in the scale of the world, but we're a force to be reckoned with, and we do everything for the better and the greater good of mankind, of everybody. There's nothing bad, dirty, or naughty about that, let me tell you. Don't want to hear it from the religious fanatics, you know, going on, well, God should be this and the only one, and God should be that, the only one. Well, maybe I don't even use the term God. I don't. I use the word omni a lot in the universe. It's just that simple. So I'll just boot your ass off because I don't tolerate the religious hate rhetoric and stuff like that. So don't anybody in there think about it. You just boot your ass and block you. Keywords are education and traditional beliefs. And marriage, unity. Somebody reaching some kind of agreement on building a foundation beneath yourself, and that includes financial as well. I'm not going to say any more on that. The next card we're looking at is your hearth, your home, your intimate love, and we're looking at the Six of Cups, reflection. Sixes in tarot, as most of you already know, are all about balance and harmony in your personal life. Sometimes outside of that, but usually it holds pretty close to the personal part of who you are in your life. Great, and just, I mean, it's, cups. It's all about love and emotion. But for some of you, by the way, this is screaming out at me, the threes, highly active. A lot of activity going on with this card. There, I said it. Leave me alone. Somebody coming from your past. This is for somebody that causes you're thrown right into the act of reflecting back on things. And this, it could just be an old school friend, somebody that was a real good pal, a buddy, girlfriend. Or this could be an old fling for some of you as well. Old girlfriend, old boyfriend coming back in from the past. Whatever it is, there's no bad feelings between you. There's nothing to settle, no scores to settle, no bones to pick. This is all good. This is an enjoyable thing coming into your home, bringing you almost feel like it's full circle. Is it this person coming back into your life? You feel like you've gone full circle for some reason, and I can't pick up on why. I don't see why. You're going to enjoy this time of reflection, sharing memories. There's going to be a lot of laughing and carrying on, and just being in the moment with somebody that you have this connection with. And it's really something nice. This is really nice. you'll find yourself going, wow, what an energy, that you're feeling the energy. And it's beautiful. And it feels safe. And it's entertaining. It's all these wonderful things. And you'll be putting out the gratitude. I don't know how this came to be, but I'm enjoying this immensely. And there will be a lot of that. You may both end up going back to your old childhood neighborhood. Maybe you grew up in the same neighborhood, your same grade school, junior high, anything like that. It just shows you spending time together and doing things in a reflective state. Let's go here and see if that building is still there. Let's go see if that park is still there. Neither of you have been near that area that you were raised in. There's something like this going on. This could turn into, let's pick up where we left off kind of a situation for some of you in the romantic sense. And it almost seems like the most natural thing for you to be doing. Most natural thing in the world. Of course, if either of you or both of you are already spoken for, that could create a whole new can of worms. So, it's just saying that's what's possible for some of you. Keywords of friendship. Expect some visitors this month. Expect some happy times. And feeling very comfortable as well. Very satisfied with your life. Childhood memories, protection, and play. There's going to be an atmosphere of play. You're both people that don't take things so seriously, especially each other. When you need to be serious, you're serious. But this person brings you a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. Next card. Your challenges, should there be any. 8 of Pentacles. Achievement. Finding the, yeah. This card, though, you don't have, you don't have a lot of challenges here, other than some of you may be looking for new places to study, a school to go to. In this way, that's just kind of mundane kind of thing, but it's going to be significant to somebody's life. This is sometimes known as well as the card that is a sign of the perfectionist. Sorry about this, guys. This person's a perfectionist. It's coming out on this card. I can't clear my throat for some reason. This card, this energy as well, may find you feeling a little more nitpicky than you normally would be. So details are rising to the forefront. Any projects that you're working on, plans that you're trying to make, anything like that. But you're being so picky about it all. You may miss something else going by you. It's passing you by because your head's turned and you're just going over details, more details, and lo and behold, somebody says, you snooze, you lose. You just lost that because your head's buried in something. It really doesn't matter, but it's a compulsion for somebody out there. Seeing this reading, you're just compelled to be that way. It's almost like an obsession, and you can't help it. It's just the way you are. But in this case, it may gnaw at you a little bit that you missed out on something. And not just that, somebody else noticed that you missed out on something. And that doesn't sit well with you at all, Aries. That bothers the Jesus out of you. You have made to, some of you do believe in the higher standard when you're working. Some of you are achieving the high standard. For those of you that put in a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and just way too much reality with it, you're going to start seeing the payoff. The rewards are coming from it. You are going to see the payoff. It'll be okay eventually. You won't be pissed off about it for too long, that it took so much work to get something done. The frustration levels, the blood, the sweat, the tears. Why was it so flippin' hard? That's just like regular old protocol. Nothing coming easy. Nothing's coming easy, and sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get things to come together, plans to come together, projects and people. It could be a real headache for you. And being perfectionist does not help. It just doesn't. I'm sensing stress headaches, tension headaches is what I'm picking up on for somebody. Because I'm feeling, oh, all right. What I'm hearing is you getting those tension headaches, and if you don't have a heating pad, you know, you could take a big 2-liter pop bottle, fill it with hot water, put a towel around it if the water's rough, and rest your neck up against it to take the tension out. Hot face cloth over the eyes, it kind of makes you relax, this sort of thing. Or even better yet, have a nice hot bath. That's really great. Sink in right up to here. Make you feel better again. It's just stress. You're going to be having some success on some of these things that you're planning on putting out there. Projects, whatnot, things you're working on, trying to make things come together. Anybody writing any exams at this time, you will pass those exams. I don't know what exams you'll be writing in March. Maybe they're midterms or something like that. Somebody may admire something that you've done, some kind of a job or work, and they'll be admiring your expertise. That's what they're calling it, your expertise, and they want to borrow your expertise. It's kind of put you in the limelight for a bit. You may have a choice or a decision to make there to go or to say no. Either way. The advice of this card, you have the ability to earn more by learning more, and you're realizing that lesson. The more I learn, the more I earn. Hence, some of you may be looking at going and upgrading your skills or taking a brand new course that you're interested in. Anything like that. You've got the opportunity. Go with that. You have the ability to do it. It's just that simple. Remain grounded. Use your logic. Only stick with what you know. The challenges aren't really going to be that much. There's going to actually be more opportunities and challenges during the month of March for you. And some of them will be cloaked. They won't look like opportunities at first. You won't even recognize them anywhere near. It's the last thing on your mind. Then you find out, whoa, that's for somebody. And this is an opportunity for you to jump on and take advantage of. Do it. My favorite guy. Message from Spirit. This card, the reason why I love him so much, it gives us our own. We're responsible for what we have in our lives. To a point, we're very responsible. He encourages you to use your God-given gifts of manifestation. We're all born with that. And let me tell you, maybe I should write a little novella or a book, or a small book, a novella or something like that about my experiences. Well, I did. I actually wrote an article as part of my blog on the secret and how it applied to my life and where it began for me. But there's even more things since then that are even more profound that have happened. I have had so many long conversations with, this is my personal experience, all right? I'll put him down for a minute. My personal experience has been, I've asked the universe for the impossible. And not for me, but for somebody else. And some things in life are like written in stone, not the stars, because the stars move. Literally, the constellations change over thousands of years. Big Dipper in the future won't look the way it does now. But things that are, they're hardcore fact. There's a protocol and a system that we live in. And this person had to follow the system. And things were happening to them, even though they were being obliging, they were very forthcoming. And it was just a screwy situation where over something he wasn't responsible for, he ended up taking kind of like the blame for. And this bothered me endlessly. And when I spoke to the universe, I know you can't undo. It's already been done. It's written in stone. Yeah, I know it's too late for that. Could you do anything to exonerate this person? Could you do anything to make it better? And it was almost to the point of, it was insane. It was one of those weird situations that you couldn't make. Why is this happening? This is insane. Anyway, All this other stuff was supposed to happen, and this poor person was bracing themselves for the worst yet to come. I still, the very next day, I get this call, and it's like everything that had been written in stone had been wiped clean, gone, just like that. So I believe in the power of manifestation. I could tell a lot of stories, but I'm not going to do it. But that's what this guy's all about. The first thing he wants to do, he wants to ask everybody, what is it that you think that you can make happen in your life? What can you make happen for you? What can you manifest that you want to bring into your life? You know, manifestation, real simple, cut and dry, to make it really small to the point. Because I get asked a lot about manifestation, people that have never done it. You know when you pine and you yearn for something and you feel it. It's an emotional thing. You want this so bad. You feel it. There's something that you want. And we all do this, even as children. We look up at the stars, look at the sky. Please do that. Please bring me that. I really need this. I want that. First things you don't do is use the words need or want, because sometimes, no, a lot of times, the universe takes what you're putting out there literally. It'll go, okay, that's all it's going to say. Oh, you want more want? Puff, there you go. Your wish is my command. You end up, and some people say, I try to manifest, and you know what? Everything gets worse. It never fails. That's why. You've got, the universe takes us literally. Let's say there's a house you fell in love with. Let's be all materialistic here for just because it's easier. But there's a house. Maybe emotionally it means something to you. Maybe it was in your family at one time and you're aching. Just aching. You've got this passion inside of you. You want to bring this house back into your family again. And you want to, oh, problem is you'll never see the money for it. You never have that kind of money. You'll never be able to get a loan to buy that house. It just isn't. And you talk, and you're feeling it. You're talking to the universe. This house, and you put in the details, and you keep the picture of the place in your mind as well. A nice, sharp, clear picture, and feeling every single want inside, but do not use those words. You say, there's something that I'm requiring, and you put it in the house. This house, what it means to you. Now bring this to me. Bring it to me. And just as if, that, like the book The Secret says, just as if you're making a telephone order through Sears or Eaton's, and you say thank you, and you hang up, and you wait for it to come in. That's the mindset. The more details you can throw into what it is you desire to have brought to you, the more details, because the universe loves details. It'll start to shift and shape and move and change events and currents to bring it to you all that much faster. Believe in the power of manifestation. You believe in yourself is what you do. I've just seen too many things that I couldn't keep the smile off my face when I realized what was happening. The impossible now became possible, and couldn't keep the smile off my face no matter how hard I tried, and looked up and said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Beautiful stuff. Ride that wave. Yeah, it's a long reading. They're long this month. I'm feeling yucky, I guess. Anyway, if you like this reading and you'd like to have a personal private reading, look down below. Read through the information and grab my email. We will take it from there. Also, if you're not a hater of Facebook, please feel free to join us there. Very warm welcome to our group, which is closed and it is private. And it's just a wonderful place to, it truly is. Everybody's so loving and supportive there. There's no drama. It's not like some other groups. There's none of that goes on. It's just great. Anyways, anybody else, if you're looking for me, you would normally find me right here where I am. Or walking down below, down at the cove, right below me here. Walking along the beach, along the water's edge, bringing the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet. The beautiful, the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. What else? No matter where you look for me, chances are you'll always catch me with one eye waiting on the next change of tide, especially the high tides. And the low tides, when you can walk on the seabed floor out there like I do quite a bit, it's got its own magic, its own peace, its own quiet, its own atmosphere, and it's haunted down there as well. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Please keep the peace and you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. And I wish you all the best for March, and I'm going to try to make it back here for the mid-March readings. Goodbye for now.